going to just move forward with the appeal. I'm not going to ask for reconsideration, and I'm not going to file on him not telling me about the car accident, although I am going to use that for the custody. So if the appeal does not get approved, it does not reverse the decision, then this motion will most likely be heard after that. So then I could still keep this information and use it for that. If there is another incident that's this magnitude of an escalation again, then I will file for emergency enforcement. You guys, I have to write a brief, and this brief is going to be long and intricate, and it took me 3 straight weeks to write that motion, and this is going to be even harder. I don't have the transcripts, but I do have the audio of the trial, so I don't need to wait for the transcripts to start the brief, and since it's probably going to take me twice as long, I got to get started on that now. That means that I am not going to stop talking about it. If they had approved the motion, I was going to go silent on this custody matter until I got to have a trial to get custody back. Now that they decided that they are trying to get me to either drop the appeal to hear the motion or wait for the appeal, I'm going to just wait for the appeal, and I'm going to keep talking about the case. I'm going to keep sharing the crap he's doing. I'm going to keep updating you guys of the process. And as I'm going through the audio files to get the statements and, information for my brief, I'm going to go ahead and start posting more of that for you guys to listen to. So if you've made it this far, you guys are the only ones so far that know that I have a lot of content going to be coming out that's going to be real audio recording from the trial. Make sure you're following me so you can get the updates for that. I've heard the audio, and even at the end of the audio, he does not make any ruling that is based on findings. The findings, if he did say anything, was stuff that wouldn't be adequate for changing custody. So we're going to listen to that again. We're going to go through it, you guys and me. I say we as in I have somebody else here doing this with me. I know. So you and I are going to listen to this again, and we're going to try to figure out based on the audio if there was any findings in the case. And if there were findings, we need to figure out exactly what they were so I can argue them. I have multiple things to argue in this case. I have 10 different points to argue. I think at least 5 of them are very strong. I don't think I'm going to be able to put every single one on there. I don't really know how it's going to happen. We're at day 1 of writing a brief for a custody appeal out of Oregon. If you're here, if you're watching, if you made it this far, if you want to know the updates, if you are there for me, if you're a support for me, if you want to see Ashlyn come home, could you just do me a favor and write "I stand with you" in the comments? It would really mean a lot to me. Sometimes I feel really alone. To answer the question as to how my Mother's Day has been, I honestly don't know. Why don't you ask me again after I get my daughter back?